Greetings of the day. I, Sunita Mukherjee, English Faculty, Senior School. I'm feeling amazingly special to be a part of this event today. It is a respect for me to convey my welcome discourse for Honorable and Vivacious Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Jyoti Arora, and Vice Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Angeline Berard, to this event. The vibrant and enthusiastic participants and teachers for the enormous efforts and phenomenal anchors to take the reins of the day in their abled hand. Over to you, students.
Thank you, ma'am. So now allow us to take you through this beautiful voyage of the series of presentation so mindfully and meticulously created for this grand event.
Life is a mathematical equation, and in order to gain the most, you have to know how to convert negatives into positives.
With this beautiful thought, a very warm morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Tashvi,
And I, Palak, take this opportunity to welcome you all, our respected audience, on behalf of the whole DWPS family on the special occasion of Ramanujan 133rd birth anniversary. Though there has been a lot of sufferings and trying times for people this year due to COVID-19, but as it is said, there is always a silver lining to all dark clouds. So here's a recipe to make you happy and hopeful again.
so proceeding further with the event, I would request all the esteemed guests present here to stand up for the traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony.
We pray to Lord Ganesha that he makes this event successful and bless us in all endeavor. We request the Almighty to grace us with the onus of responsibility that each of us are bestowed with. Now, allow me to welcome the school choir to bejewel this auspicious ceremony.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
No matter how many times it is sung and presented, a school choir, it is a melodious feeling that we are filled with. Thank you very much, choir. Let us now welcome the lady who doesn't need any introduction. She is the pillar of all intellect and positivity among us, with the wisdom and grace. Our Honorable Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Jyoti Arora Ma'am, I request you to say a few words and address us all with your guidance.
Am I audible? Math is forever an integrated part of life and is also known as the mother of all sciences. Today, I'm truly excited to take a break from the daily academic school schedule, and I'm feeling exceedingly happy and blessed to see the august gathering on this virtual platform to witness an event to value and honor one of the greatest mathematicians in our rich history. 22nd December, all of us know, has been earmarked by the Indian government as the National Mathematics Day. This was announced by a previous Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, on 26th February 2012 at the Madras University during the inaugural ceremony to mark the 125th birth anniversary of the Indian mathematical genius Srinivasa Ramanujan. In order to celebrate this important event, I heartily welcome everyone on this joyous occasion of the National Mathematics Day by a vibrant and spontaneous students of classes 7 and 8 of the middle wing. The program, we had to prepone the program owing to the fact that we have another important program up on a sleeve on 22nd December, in which 20 selected students of Delhi World Public School, Noida Extension, will attempt to create Guinness World Record along with around 7,000 other international and Indian students by participating in the sundial making activity of India International Science Festival to be inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister. It is undoubtedly a matter of exceptional pride and honor that we are the only school from entire Noida extension and Greater Noida to be a part of this prestigious event, and which is being hosted by Ministry of Science and Technology and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to participate in this event. On this momentous occasion, I cordially welcome our chief guest for the day, Shri Anand Sharma, Scientist G, Additional Director General of Meteorology, IMD New Delhi, and Head IMD Northern India. Shri Anand Sharma has worked as Deputy Director General of Meteorology, head at the Regional Meteorological Center, New Delhi. On behalf of Delhi World Public School, Noida Extension, I take immense pleasure to thank Sir for his benign presence on this important day. For everyone's information, Sir has been we regularly see him on all the news channels updating us about the weather forecast for the coming days. So when he addresses us, you'll be able to recognize him also. Words are less to honor his achievements. He is also the head of Social Media Training Division, School Project, Founder Director, Meteorological Center, Dehradun. He has featured in films related to Kedarnath disaster on Discovery and National Geographic channels. Sir has been bestowed with many awards and honors. Notable among them are the MOES Award for Excellence in Atmospheric Science, Best Meteorological Center, Dehradun, under his leadership, Hatko Award for Best Practices in Early Warning, Doon Ratan Award, Uttarakhand Ratan, Veer Kesari Chand Paryavaran Saksham Puraskar, and Honor of Uttarakhand. And he is also implementing a project of the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, to install around 200 automatic weather stations in various schools of India, to sensitize students and teachers about various climate issues and create awareness on sustainable development. So I look forward to showcase the exemplary work done by also your children, the exceptional students, by providing a rich array of opportunities to help them to learn, to grow, to discover who they are, and to exhibit how they can make a difference in the world. Excuse me. Math is an important aspect of math is an important aspect of every person's life that helps in improving the analytical thought process and the ability to calculate decisions and even daily applications in life. All of us knew that the new education policy 2020 talks about developing the critical thinking skills, collaborative thinking skills, and also enhancing the relationship with the daily life experiences. So I think this events of such stature will help to inculcate some good qualities like discipline, hard work, patience, respect, and teamwork in the entire student fraternity. It is always the endeavor of the math faculty of the school to ensure that the students they attain the desired skills by participating in co-curricular activities throughout the year. A plethora of avenues are offered to the students across curriculum to enhance and enrich the knowledge content of the students. The blending of theory with multidisciplinary process which we follow in our school, case studies, competency-based teaching, cross-curricular pedagogy, the Jodo Gyan program, sports and arts integrated education for experiential learning are in sync with the NEP, and this will definitely lay a strong foundation for all our students. I would also like to apprise all the parents and the students that last week we were a part of a very prestigious event hosted by Delhi World Foundation, Excellencia. And out of all the schools, all of us are aware that there are around 86 schools, Delhi World Public Schools all over India. And we got the rolling trophy for this prestigious event. And the students brought laurels to the school by participating in all the 15 competitions and winning prizes for that. So I think I would like to thank all the parents, all the students, and of course the teachers. An event like this has provided a golden opportunity to show the regular harnessing of these qualities by practicing and taking part in it. Now, I thank the parents profusely for the generous cooperation and hard work they have put in for every child. Without any doubt, the growth of children would be incomplete without the affection and inspiration of the parents. I'm very grateful to all the parents for joining us to support the children and also cheer our lovely students. Last but not the least, they will not be, this event will never be possible without the support, the tremendous support that we get from our teachers. So I would specially, first of all, like to thank my Vice Principal ma'am. Vice Principal ma'am, can you come so that you can just wave at them? So definitely, Vice Principal ma'am, Miss Angeline Barar ma'am. She's always been supporting the school, and the event was not possible without her support. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And the mathematics department, if they can wave, LP ma'am, Jasmeet ma'am, and also Prerna ma'am, Neeti ma'am, and uh, Ritika ma'am, Kuldeep sir, and of course, the concept, the layout and everything, it was under Mamta Joshi ma'am. So I would like to specially thank Mamta Joshi ma'am for, forcing this program, and also the music and dance department and the art department. I would also like to specially thank our headmistress ma'am, Sangeeta Mukherjee ma'am, our coordinators, Richa ma'am, and Iksha ma'am. I think nothing is possible without a team effort. It is always the team efforts. And of course, Sunita ma'am and the wonderful comparers, the lovely girls who will be comparing the entire event. Also the IT department, Nitin sir and Ankush sir. My apologies if I have been not able to take anyone's name, but as I said, it is always a team that leads to organizing an event of such a stature. At DWPS, we are very proud of a caring, inclusive ethos where we set high standards and expectations for our students to achieve. I believe that it is my responsibility to maintain and to continue to build a supportive and collaborative spirit at our school. Together, as a school community, we will build on the traditions of the past and meet the challenges of the future in innovative and exciting ways. Thank you, everyone. And again, a very special thanks to the esteemed chief guest for the day and also our esteemed members of the management who are always there to support us, guide us, and hold our hands. So thank you, everyone. Wishing everyone all the best and God bless all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words are always an inspiration and a source of motivation for all. An equation means nothing to me unless it expresses the thought of God.
Oh, I've heard this quote before. I guess a famous personality had quoted this.
Of course it is. Okay, let me give you a hint. He's better known by the name the man who knew the infinity.
Oh, yes, of course. He's the one and only Srinivasa Ramanujan.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. This eminent personality was born on 22nd December 1887.
Continuing this voyage to honor him, a presentation by the performers to mark the fact that dance is the joy of life and the language of soul. Welcome the dancers for a wonderful Bharatanatyam performance.
Dhim tadare dani dhim tadare dani dhim tana dere na dhim tadare dani dhim tadare dani dhim tana dere na odani der der tani tana der na odani der der tani tana der na derdinna odani dilla dhim tadare dani dhim tadare dani dhim tana dere na dhim tadare dani dhim tadare dani dhim tana dere na odani der der tani tana der na odani der der tani tana der na derdinna odani dilla dhim tadare dani dhim tana dere na.
A mesmerizing performance indeed. Thank you so much, Class 7. Tashri, I have one riddle for you.
Okay, bring it up.
Two fathers and two sons sat down to eat eggs for breakfast. They ate exactly 3 eggs. Each person had an egg. This riddle is for you to explain how.
The answer is so easy. One of the father is also a grandfather. Therefore, the other father is both a son and a father to the grandson. In other words, one father is both a son and a father.
Good job.
Let us proceed, and it's time to call the group of acting talents in this well-articulated skit.
It has been wonderfully quoted by Shakuntala Devi. Without mathematics, there's nothing you could do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers. To prove this statement, we students of class 7 are going to present a skit on the importance of maths in our daily life. The skit begins with a student coming back home, giving her last exam of her least favorite subject, maths.
Finally, I conquered my quest of finishing this boring maths. Hooray! All my exams are over and we also have a vacation for an entire month. I just want to check maths from my daily life now.
It is impossible, dear. Maths is in every subject which is extremely important. Maths is the knowledge of numbers without which we cannot perform various tasks.
No, Dad. I just dislike maths. And I want a break, at least for a vacation.
Now what can we do when you have decided it?
We shall certainly realize one day.
A few moments later, the student goes to the mall with her father to buy some clothes.
Dad, let's go to the counter to pay for the clothes.
Sir, here is the bill for the clothes that you just purchased.
Can I pay the amount?
I surely will give my wallet to you. But remember, you have decided to eject maths during your vacation.
Yes, Dad, but I don't think maths is used in shopping as well.
Of course, mathematics is applied in shopping through profit and loss. We apply the concepts of profit, loss, cost price as well as sell price. When we incur an extra sum of money than the intended sum, it is said that we have incurred a profit. But when we earn a lesser sum than the intended sum of money, it is said that we have incurred a loss.
See, maths is even applied in shopping.
After returning home, Rashika gets tired and walks over to the kitchen to find something to eat.
Can I have a pizza? I'm starving.
Sure, dear. Ask the chef to make one for you.
Okay, Mom, thank you.
She goes to the kitchen and tells the chef to make a pizza for her, but see what next happens.
I will surely make a pizza for you, but the pizza would not taste so delicious to you as it does generally.
Why? What happened?
Remember that you decided to eject maths till your vacations.
Yeah, but how maths is applied in cooking a pizza?
For setting the oven at a given temperature, say Fahrenheit or Celsius, is how maths is utilized in cooking a pizza.
Ugh. Please apply maths in baking my pizza. Just don't ruin it.
As you say.
Drashika starts to observe mathematics in her daily routine when the next day,
Ma'am, is maths used in chemistry also?
Of course, if maths is not applied in chemistry, everything will get messed up. For example, if we don't take the solute and the solvent in the required ratio, the effect of the solution could be worsened.
Hey, what is the timetable?
Let me check.
Wait, I see that you forgot it again that you aren't supposed to apply maths. And I know, now you will ask how maths is applied?
Stop teasing me, please.
Well, dividing our time specifically into slots to carry out our work isn't maths.
It is.
she suddenly leaves the room and goes to her parents and tells them that she understood the importance of maths. She also took a vow to practice maths daily to improve her score. The parents were amazed on hearing this and appreciated her.
Nandri. And for everyone's information, it means thank you in Tamil.
Palak, would you believe that there is a song on algebra?
I don't think so, but nothing is impossible. So if there is, I would love to hear it.
Of course. So let us invite the students of class 7th to sing this algebra song for us. I'm sure, audience, you will enjoy it.
Well, one of the main branches of mathematics is represented by letters and symbols. I bet you already know. System based on given axioms. Well, a times x raised to 2 plus bx at t equals 0 is well known as the formula to quadratic equation. It's part of the math topic called algebra. There's no need to complicate format is fun. Well, open up your mind and you will see concepts on polynomial degree, special product and radical. Listen as we sing, baby. 1, 2, 3. I love peaceful melody. Algebra topics are fun, 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 fun. It's part of the math topic called algebra. There's no need complicate format is fun.
Amazing. That was above my expectations.
There is no science without experiments. Every scientific experiment was once considered a failure. But science never solves a problem without raising 10 questions. Despite that, scientists never lose hope. So, calling upon our honorable chief guest, Sri Anand Kumar Sharma ji, to motivate us with his guidance.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
We can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Namaskar.
I think everyone will have to pin your screen, Anand sir. Yeah. Yes, sir, you can start.
Namaskar. First of all, thank you very much to Principal Ma'am for giving me this opportunity to interact with the students and faculty of your school. And at the outset, I would like to congratulate the principal, teachers, and the schools for participating in the Guinness World Book activity related to India International Science Festival, which our dynamic and Honorable Prime Minister is inaugurating. So it's fantastic. And I also know your school is performing very well and winning many prizes in the science activities of the Government of India Department of Science and Technology, be it National Science Congress and Inspire Awards, etc. And yours is a very, very progressive school, I know. And recently you got #1 rank also in the Greater Noida area. So once again, congratulations. And you're also taking new initiatives. And I'm sure with those initiatives, your students are going to be real good citizens wherever they are. It's fantastic. So with this, and I'll now come to the topic, but the way the children have performed, fantastic. And they have made my job, in fact, easier. As they said, right from the morning when you get up till you sleep, everything is maths. Every way you come across maths, and very nicely depicted in their song, their skits, and even dance. And somebody says, maths is a language. Mathematics is called the language of science. And even Galileo said, the language, mathematics is a language in which God has written the universe. And the letters of these languages are triangle, circle, and geometric figures, which just now in the Bharatanatyam dance, the student has very well expressed the same things. So absolutely, it's a language of the God in which the universe has been written. And the same thing, Professor Ramanujan was trying to, get more information through that. And in fact, he said, he gets intuition through his family deity, Lakshmi. And he says he gets all those formulas in the dream, and even he saw the pie in the dreams. So I'll come to that intuition part later. But yes, maths is, it's the same all over the world. One thing we must remember, and it can act as a universal language. A formula has same meaning regardless of another language that accompanies it. And in the same way, mathematics help people learn and communicate, even if other communication barriers exist. So it's a fantastic thing. And let me come to Ramanujan. He was able to communicate with the professor of Cambridge University because, he was good in maths. And even though he may not be good in English in the beginning, but because of those formulas and equations, he could communicate with the professors of Cambridge University. And I think you must be showing the children about the movie on his documentary film on Ramanujan. So they will come to know various aspects of Ramanujan. But here I would like to say, he's a man who was self-taught mathematician. He was a genius. And then he against all odds, he was from a very simple family. He had money problem, but he was too good in maths, got scholarship, got into college. But then he was not interested in history, geography, and he failed. So he was thrown out of the college and he lost his scholarship. He had no money. Somebody helped him, and then he started taking tuitions. And then later on got a job as a clerk in the Chennai Port Trust. And then from then onwards, he wrote, various research papers and communicated with the Professor Hardy of Cambridge University. And then all that is, now history and the genius. And 100 years ago, the work he had done, it is now becoming more and more relevant, be it study of black holes or how to figure out the best ways to, in a congested road, highways. So there are n number of applications. He has worked in the number theory and then probability theory and theta function, modular forms. There are n number of things which still we are not able to understand the kind of concepts he has given 100 years ago. Okay, but then now, if I look back, if present scenario, I think there are many students who, they are scared of maths. There's the maths anxiety. And, even I remember when I was in school, and sometimes this maths anxiety, and fear, affects your performance in maths as well as in other subjects. So here the role of teachers, especially maths teacher, becomes very, very important. Then because it's not so tangible, it's all an abstract concept. So how do you communicate with the students, like in the form of skits or songs, or the dance form, how the forms can be explained to them. So I think we need to find more innovative ways so that maths becomes very attractive for the students to learn. So here I think the role of teachers, each school should have the best of the maths teachers. And I'll tell you, even in US, students are leaving maths and science. They're scared of maths and science. But at the same time, if you see Chinese, they are number one. If you see the International Olympiad, it is the Chinese who are getting the first prize. Japanese and Koreans. Similarly, Indians, till now, I think we haven't got a single prize in Olympiad. First rank, maybe 7th rank or up to that we must have reached. So we need to work very hard when we have the geniuses like Ramanujan. And I think there are many Ramanujans around. It's only the teachers who have to look around and find and hone their capabilities. So I feel, teachers will be able to play this major role. And I think we should have the best of the teachers in the school, especially mathematics, because geography, history, till somebody can learn from, through internet or by reading itself. But maths is definitely, it needs some kind of special coaching. So I think teachers has a big role to play here. And then because it's a logical thing, so but then as in the case of Ramanujan, it's a logic plus intuition. So again, as this is the intuition aspect, I think that also needs to be somehow, students have to be sensitized about that also, because it is of the conscious and subconscious mind. Intuition works on the subconscious mind, and you get, this is right from the birth till now, things you have learned, it is there in your subconscious mind, and helps you in recognizing the patterns, and many things are possible because of intuition. So this intuition aspect also need to be further strengthened. But at the same time, I must also say that what has happened in the Ramanujan's case, suppose he had internet at that time, he would have done, I don't know, much more wonders. So that's very important. So these days, students are very lucky. They have internet at their disposal. They can discuss their issues with any of the professors and anywhere in the world. So that's a very good aspect of it. And again, I would like to say here that, although Ramanujan had that intuition, but that doesn't mean if you don't have intuition, you can't be the greatest of the mathematicians. So it is possible, but at the same time, you need to have other faculties also developed. So I'm sure there are many more Ramanujans which need to be identified, and teachers have a great role. And I'm sure in coming days, your school, some students will definitely get their minds ignited and will excel in mathematics and win Olympiad for India in the coming days. So with this, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I really enjoyed your entire skits and all programs. Children are very, very capable. And I remember in our days, we never had this much of capability, be it comparing or any programs, everything. So very well organized program. Congratulations once again to the principal, ma'am, and the various teachers and students. And at the end, I would say then it's the COVID times. Be careful and take care. All the best. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Good day. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Scientists like you are really important. Tashri, do you know the importance of maths?
I don't know that, but I definitely fear math. And in fact, it is like watching a foreign movie without subtitles.
Well, that's the motto here. Here, I assure you and our dear audience will develop a new perspective towards math by the end of this event. So, allow me to call upon the students of class 8 to show you how easily and simply we use math in our everyday life.
The beauty of maths is everywhere. Unfortunately, unaware. So, here we are listening to a wonderful conversation between a group of 4 students discussing the importance of maths in our daily lives.
Finally, just finished my math homework. I wonder, why do we need to grill ourselves when only 4 basic operations of maths are used? Nothing else applies anywhere.
Hello! I beg to differ. We use it literally daily. Don't we use elevators? Even they follow the concept of integers when we wish to enter any basement, just for your information.
Gotten into him now. Manan, what are you doing?
Nothing, Divyanshi. Just sharing that even our actors and actresses know this common thing, that while driving, if we miscalculate the time taken to cross the road at a particular distance, or we cross the red light at the wrong time, what happens? Be ready to be fined, or worse, accident ho gaya, rabba rabba.
I agree to that, Manan. God forbid that shouldn't happen to anyone. But my question is still the same. Where do you use triangles, huh? Got an answer to that? Tell me.
Actually, yes. Have you seen mobile towers? What is the shape inside the structure? Triangle.
Yeah, but where is math in it?
To make buildings of great height and wanted to be sturdy and strong. Of course, we use triangles. Do you know why? Because they can be a weight whenever force is applied.
Alright, got it. But Divyanshi, what about other shapes like sphere, rhombus, square, and there are so many more? What about them?
Easy. Sweet shop.
Now, is she hungry? Seriously, Divyanshi? Care to explain?
No, wait, I got it. We have all kinds of sweets of different shapes in a sweet shop, like seraphim rolls, or more commonly known as rasgullas, represent spheres, and cashew slices or kaju katli represents a rhombus. There are many more sweets which represent other shapes, but the point is that while naming these shapes, we use maths. Don't you agree? I'm sure you have to.
Now I'm hungry.
Whoa, that's a lot of example of where maths is used in real life. But you could have used other examples, Samar. You are indeed teasing.
Yeah, and my mouth is watering now. But you know what? You are right. So tell me, is taking measurements around the house to buy a new rug also an example of where math is used in real life?
Of course, it is. It is an example of area and perimeter.
Oh, I've also heard that the GPS we use, wherein distance and direction are shown. That is also a mathematical concept by the name vectors.
And just Google it, that Great Pyramids of Egypt. My friend is also a mathematical shape. The base is a square with side as congruent triangles.
Google Baba ki jai. Hey, I dug out one more information about the game tic-tac-toe that we all play. It's an array of rows and columns and is based on the concept of matrices which we will study in higher classes.
Have you seen a football? That's also made out of hexagon and pentagon. The same kind of shapes is used to make Diwali and Christmas lamps.
Oh my goodness. I didn't think there would be so many. Thank you for sharing these infos. I finally get it. Math is all around me and you, of course.
No problem. That's what friends are for, right? To help each other.
Obviously. Now let's roll and I let my secret out. That my tummy is growling from the minute I spoke about those sweets. I'm completely finished.
Coming.
Coming.
I couldn't believe it. Thank you for letting us know the importance of math and its applications. Palak, would you like to hear an amazing fact about maths?
I would love to hear that.
So here it is. Every odd number has an E in it. Try it.
Is that so? Wait, let me think. Oh, yes, Tashvi, you are right. I didn't even think of it, even though I study math every day.
It's okay. A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. Now, I would like to welcome Alpi Agarwal ma'am to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to be given this opportunity to speak on behalf of our mathematics department on this prestigious event. I, Alpi Agarwal, mathematics teacher, heartily thank Principal Ma'am for choosing me to be the ambassador of words today. Do you know even the most abstract painting has mathematical interpretation on it? Art and mathematics do intersect, or I should say, countless mathematics principle all over the art. Also, 1 and 0, what makes all the digital world? Everything that is written or depicted in the computer you saw right now is made by the number of 1 and 0. We at Delhi World Public School Noida Extension not only work on teaching math, but also create a liking for math. Just talking right now crops this example in my brain. The way to teach kilo to milliliter scale instead of the elaborated method can be easily done with an interesting mnemonic code, which is King Henry died, mother did not cry much. Isn't that amazing? Or to teach circumference of a circle, make a model of pizza, good enough for fractions. The bottom line is math is not complicated like people believe it to be. It is just their attitude that makes it so. I hope you all are enjoying the presentations that have been prepared with seamless efforts and heart and soul of our children and of course ours. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am, for always being great. Palak, do you know why Srinivasa Ramanujan is called a great mathematician?
I don't know much about him, but I know he discovered some number. I guess that was 1729.
Okay, you're somewhere right. So let us call the students who will give us some more information about him.
Hello everyone. Today I, Nava Vishwakarma, and I, Ira Nagar of class 8A, are going to present a presentation on Srinivasa Ramanujan, a mathematical genius.
Hi, Ira.
Navya, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
So am I. Any updates about the presentation which ma'am told us to prepare about Mathematics Day?
I'm almost done with it.
So why don't we show each other our presentations?
Okay, so you first.
Okay, so here I go.
Every year, the country celebrates National Mathematics Day on December 22 to commemorate the birth anniversary of the great mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan. Srinivasa Ramanujan was born on 22nd December 1887 in Erode, a small village in India. In 2012, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has declared his birthday, December 22, as National Mathematics Day. Today, from every nook and corner of the country, tributes have been pouring in for the legend. Legendary mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan made extraordinary contributions to mathematical analysis, number theory, infinite series, and continued fraction. In his college days, he failed in non mathematical subjects due to negligence, as he was always busy in studying mathematics.
This part of the presentation was about why we celebrate National Mathematics Day.
Ooh, that was interesting.
So now it's your turn to showcase your hard work.
Okay, so here it is.
Srinivasa Ramanujan was sent to Kangayam Primary School in Kumbakonam at the age of 7. During his school, he had astounding proficiency in branches of mathematics like algebra, number theory, geometry, and trigonometry. Before the age of 12, he almost had no formal training in maths. In 1903, he secured a scholarship to the University of Madras, but lost it the following year because he neglected all other studies in pursuit of mathematics. His genius slowly gained recognition, and in 1913 he began a correspondence with the British mathematician G. H. Hardy, led to a special scholarship from the University of Madras and a grant from Cambridge. Ramanujan travelled to England in 1914, where Hardy collaborated with him in some research.
When I was doing research about Ramanujan, I found that a number, which tends to be a very simple and boring number, but it was given the name of Hardy Ramanujan's number. So do you know why is that so?
Yes, I do. And that number is 1729. And there is a story behind why that number is a very special one. One day, G.H. Hardy visited Srinivasa Ramanujan at the hospital when he was ill. He arrived in a taxi with the number 1729. Hardy commented that the number seemed to be a very uninteresting one, to which Ramanujan replied that it was a very interesting mathematical number. He explained that it was special
because it was the smallest number that could be expressed by the sum of two cubes in two different ways. And the two different ways in which 1729 can be expressed as the sum of two different pair of cubes are 1 cube plus 12 cube equals to 1729 and 9 cube plus 10 cube equals to 1729.
Oh, now I understand that. Now let me present my presentation on Ramanujan's magic square.
This looks like any other normal magic square. But what's so great in it? Sum of numbers of any row is 139. Sum of numbers of any column is 139. Sum of numbers of any diagonal is also 139. Sum of corner number is 139. Sum of identical colored boxes is also 139. And even sum of identical colored boxes is also 139. Sum of center squares is also 139. Sum of identical colored boxes is also 139. And the birth date of Ramanujan is 22 December 1887 and it is also present in the magic square.
Okay, so we are done with it, right?
Yeah, that was all we were supposed to do.
Okay, thanks for coming. Bye.
Anytime. Bye.
Thank you. That was informative. Sometimes it only takes one good song to bring back thousands of good old memories. So to bring back the memories of legendary Srinivasa Ramanujan, let us call the amalgamated group of melodious student singers.
अंकों का वो था खिलाड़ी छोटा सा जिसका सफर अंकों का वो था खिलाड़ी छोटा सा जिसका सफर गणित में था जिसका जीवन गणित ही था जिसका जीवन गणित में था जिसका जीवन गणित ही था जिसका जीवन रामानुजन 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 सरि गरि 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 गम प म प म प सा सरि गरि 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 गम प म प म प सा गणित से जो दिल में खिलता गणित से सपने में दिखता गणित से मुझीता हर पल कॉपी में लेके पढ़ लिख कर किया फलन सिद्धांतों का गठन किया फलन सिद्धांतों का गठन किया फलन सिद्धांतों का गठन किया सरि गरि 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 गम प म प म प सा
Oh my god, it was really soothing. Without any doubt, it portrayed so many memories of Sri Ramanujan.
A teacher is a guide and a compass. So I invite Jasmeet Kaur ma'am to inspire us.
It is that I, Jasmeet Kaur, am bestowed here as senior math faculty under the guidance and support of Honorable Next Level. I am thankful to the students and parents for their support to make this event a huge success today. Math, I believe, is now in fact a subject of intelligent ones in the senior school. However, it is not so, and neither so. Math I perceive and teach as a student. As its subject, I perceive and teach as a subject of passion. It is quite fun as well with the numerous activities, and especially when there is an integration of math with kinesthetic skills. I will conclude that if my children develop a perception of passion toward math, rest will just follow its course. Thank you.
A truly inspiring speech. Thank you, ma'am.
Tashri, now it's my turn to tell you an amazing fact.
Okay, go ahead.
40 is the only number that is spelled with letters arranged in alphabetical orders.
Wow, well done. I liked it. And for your information, wow is a palindrome.
Thanks for the information.
Anytime. So now let us proceed, and I would like to call the presenters to show us the documentary of Srinivasa Ramanujan.
The early life of Ramanujan and his development into a great mathematician. Ramanujan was born in Erode, a small town in Tamil Nadu, on December 22, 1887. His family was of the Brahmin caste but of modest means. Ramanujan was shown how to solve cubic equations in 1902, and then he went on to find his own method to solve the quartic. The following year, not knowing that the quintic could not be solved by radicals, he tried and of course failed to solve the quintic. During his short life, Ramanujan independently compiled nearly 3,900 results, mostly identities and equations. Many were completely novel. His original and highly unconventional results, such as the Ramanujan prime, the Ramanujan theta function, Partian formula, and Mach theta function, have opened entire new areas of work and inspired a vast amount of further research.
Srinivasa Ramanujan's pursuit of career in mathematics over the years.
Ramanujan continued to develop his mathematical ideas and began to pose and solve problems in the Journal of the Indian Mathematical Society. He developed relations between elliptic modular equations in 1910. After publication of a brilliant research paper on Bernoulli numbers in 1911, in the Journal of Indian Mathematical Society, he gained recognition for his work. The eccentric British mathematician G. H. Hardy is known for his achievements in number theory and mathematical analysis. But he is perhaps even better known for his adoption and mentoring of the self-taught Indian mathematical genius Srinivasa Ramanujan. In 1913, Ramanujan, a 23-year-old shipping clerk from Madras, wrote to Hardy and other academics at Cambridge, claiming, among other things, to have devised a formula that calculated the number of primes up to 100 million with generally no error. The number 1729 is known as the Hardy-Ramanujan number, after a famous visit by Hardy to see Ramanujan at a hospital. Generalization of this idea have created a notion of taxicab numbers.
Sir Srinivasa Ramanujan's contribution and achievements in the field of maths are beyond our imagination. After his talent was recognized by British mathematician G. H. Hardy in 1916, Ramanujan was awarded a Bachelor of Science by Research degree, later named PhD. Mr. Ramanujan's achievements in the field of infinite series are groundbreaking. In mathematics, there is a distinction between having an insight and having a proof. Ramanujan's talent suggested a group of formulas that could then be investigated in depth later.
Posthumous recognition. The year after his demise, Nature listed Ramanujan among the other distinguished scientists and mathematicians on a calendar of scientific pioneers who had achieved eminence. State IT Day, Ramanujan Day, National Mathematics Day, and year.
Ramanujan made substantial contributions to the analytical theory of numbers. Some of his contributions in the field of mathematics were: first, Euler's constant; second, partition of whole numbers; third, cubic equations and quadratic equation.
The sad demise of Srinivasa Ramanujan. Ramanujan was plagued by health problems throughout his life. His health worsened in England. Possibly, he was also less resilient due to his difficulty of keeping to the strict dietary requirements of his religion there, and because of wartime in 1914 to 1918.
Thank you. It gave us a lot of knowledge. Are you all in a mood to laugh?
Someone said that laughter is the best medicine. So yes, I am in a mood to laugh.
Okay, so here's a joke. Why are obtuse angles so depressed?
Why?
Because they are never right.
That made me laugh. I hope it made the audience laugh too. Let us proceed, and it's time to showcase an exemplary math activity. So I would like to call the artists.
Maths is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It is about the understanding. A very pleasant day to each and everyone. Today we, the students of class 7B, are going to present a skit on perimeter and area before you. The skit begins with a girl named Emma who studies in 7th grade and has been studying perimeter and area from the last 3 years. Still, she isn't able to cope up with the class and even understand the basic concepts. As she explores the brighter side of mathematics, she understands that maths is not just about solving, but about the understanding. Let us catch a glimpse of this wonderful story. Emma is thinking how to solve the question put up by the teacher and then talks to herself.
This topic's a toilsome. I'm always unable to solve questions from perimeter and area.
Emma, what are you thinking? Pay attention to what I am teaching. She feels insulted.
Sorry, Mom.
Children, tomorrow you will be having a class test on perimeter and area. Prepare yourself accordingly. As the teacher walks out of the class, Emma's friends see her feeling detached.
Hey Emma, why are you looking so upset? Tell us, we might be able to help you.
It's because I'm not good in perimeter and area and we have a class test tomorrow.
Okay then, we will come to your house today and explain to you.
Okay.
The friends reach her house.
Let us first know what is perimeter and area along with their formulas.
Okay.
Perimeter is the distance of the boundary of a figure. For example, you need to take out the perimeter of your garden. You will take out the length and width or breadth of the garden and multiply the sum of the values with 2. Hence, the perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2L plus B.
The perimeter of a square is 4 into sides. Wonder how? The sides of a square are equal. Hence, multiplying with 4, the number of sides in a square.
Oh, great! But what is the circumference of the circle?
Imagine your garden to be in the shape of a circle. Would you call the perimeter as perimeter only? No! The perimeter of a circle is called the circumference. The formula of circumference is 2 pi r.
Thank you, both. But what is area?
Area can be defined as the surface occupied by an object or the space of an object. The area of a square is side into side, whereas the area of a rectangle is length into breadth.
Wonder if you have to take out the perimeter or area of an irregular shape made up of squares and rectangles. What would you do then?
Maybe we can find the perimeter or the area of the rectangle and square and then add them up.
Great job! You are a quick learner.
What is area of the circle and where does that complex formula comes from?
Let us answer your question through an activity.
Oh wow, that was interesting. Thank you so much, my friends.
It is a pleasure to help you out.
Emma got so well versed with the topic that she scored the highest marks in the test the next day and was appreciated by her teacher for such a drastic improvement. I hope you understood how maths is all about the understanding of concepts, which can make you excel at any topic. Thank you.
Hi Shreya, what are you doing? Oh, hi Suhani, I was just doing maths homework on triangles. Oh, I will show you a fact on triangles.
First, we will take a triangle ABC with an exterior angle BCE.
Here, now we will cut the angles BAC and ABC and put it over here, like this. Now we get that angle BAC and angle ABC completely overlaps the angle BCE. An exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its interior opposite angles. In any triangle ABC with an exterior angle BCE, angle BAC plus angle ABC equals to angle BCE, where angle BAC and angle ABC are the interior opposite angles and angle BCE is the exterior angle.
So, with this, we can find the other angles of a triangle as well.
Oh yes, let's see.
In this question, we have to find the value of x. X equals to the sum of degree plus 70 degree. So, x equals to 120 degree.
We noticed that whenever we add up the angles, the sum is always 180 degree.
Oh yes, let's see.
Angle sum property. Here is a triangle. Now we have to cut the angles and put them together like this. Now we can see that we get a straight angle if we join the angles. This means for any triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle BCA is equal to 180 degree. In this question, we can see that R is given as X and Q is given as 30 degrees, and we can see that it's a right angle triangle. So we can find X like this. X plus is equal to 60 degree.
In this question, we have to find the value of x. As we know that the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree, x plus 30 degree plus 110 degree equals to 180 degree. Now, we will add 30 degree and 110 degree, that is 140 degree. X plus 140 degree equals to 180 degree. As we have to find the value of x, we will subtract 140 degree from 180 degree. So, x equals to 180 degree minus 140 degree. That is 40 degree. So, x equals to 40 degree.
Wow, maths is really interesting.
Well, that was so much fun. I'm sure everyone is enjoying, and so am I.
The math hadn't been my best friend, but it looks like I'm starting to see it in a new light. On this being said, I have a riddle for you and our dear audience.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
If you buy a roaster for the purpose of laying eggs and you expect to get three eggs each day for breakfast, how many eggs will you have after 3 weeks?
Oh, that's easy. The answer is 63.
Oh, Palak, you're completely wrong. The answer is zero. Roasters do not lay eggs.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, here's another question. Do you remember the Pythagoras theorem?
Kind of, but I do know that it is a very important topic in maths. Let me help here. I'll use my lifeline. Phone a friend option, please. So calling upon my friends of class 7th.
In the first step, we have to draw a right angled triangle ABC right angled at C. Now, we have to construct a square with side AB as one of its sides. Now, we would do the same with side AC and BC. The smallest square EFGC and the medium square ACI. In the third step, we have to extend the side. Now, we have to draw a perpendicular on it. Now, we would name the line that we extended from AD to IH AM. And the perpendicular line on AM, I will name it MN. Now, we have to extend the line BC, BE to CG. Now, we would color these squares. I am coloring the smallest square blue and the medium sized square pink. As you can see, I have colored the smallest square blue color and the medium sized square, I am coloring it pink. As you can see, I have colored these figures. Now, we would cut these figures. Now, as you can see, these are the cutted figures. Now, we would place them on our biggest square, that is DEBA. We would not use this as this is our initial triangle. Now, as you can see, it completely covers the square DEBA. So, therefore, we have proved the Pythagoras theorem with the help of this activity. Now, the observations and calculations. We observe that all parts of the squares BFGC and ACHI, that is, two quadrilaterals and three triangles, completely cover the square DEBA. Therefore, area of the square DEBA is equal to area of the square BFGC plus area of the square ACHI, that is, C square is equal to A square plus B square. In other words, the square of the hypotenuse of the right angled triangle ABC is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we can solve Pythagoras problems easily. I heard that Sri Ramanujan loved equations a lot, so now I raise the curtain for this wonderful equation song.
If you want to solve equations, here is how. Read them with their operations, do it now.
Then and do them every time by directions in this rhyme. Do the opposite, that's what the rules allow.
If you read my lesson to solve, then you must add. If you see plus you must subtract, then you will be sad.
Multiplying good and done by dividing everyone, and divides to multiply, the answer's bad. Oh, equations must be bad and true be true.
What you do to one side, you must do to two. And to solve for the unknown, you must get it all alone, using every single trick you know to do.
Read them with the operations, do it now. Then you do them every time by directions in this rhyme. Do the opposite, that's what the rules allow. If you read minus, then to solve you must add. If you say plus, you must subtract or you will be sad. Multiply will get undone by dividing everyone, and divide gets multiplied or answers bad.
Wow, that was melodious. Now let's discover more about shapes and make some tangrams. Tangrams are a traditional Chinese puzzle made of a square divided into 7 pieces that can be arranged to match particular designs. So let's gear up for our next presentation.
Maths. Maths is a creation that manifests our world to make it better. Maths has various activities that helps us to increase our understanding. So let's have a glimpse in it.
During this pandemic, do you both have any idea on what we can play online? Do you have a piece of paper? Yes, I do. But what can we do with the paper, which is also interesting?
We can play with a tangram.
What is a tangram?
A tangram is a geometrical puzzle in which a square sheet of paper is cut into 7 different polygons called tangs. These tangs can be arranged in various other shapes.
Don't you want to know from where it origins and how it was invented?
Why not?
Its origin is from China. Early Chinese mathematicians manipulated geometric shapes in their problem solving, a technique that is still applied in classrooms today through the use of tangrams.
This is fascinating.
Let us see how to make a tangram.
wonderful activity to enhance our knowledge. Thank you for showing me such a nice activity.
Welcome. We hope you enjoyed this activity and learned a lot. Thank you.
Oh wow, they did a really good job. Now let's see how does the combination of maths and music turns out to be in our following turn off program.
Wait, how are math and music related now?
Probably the closest connection between math and music is that they both use patterns.
Oh, I see.
So let's begin.
Fractions are part of a whole, and proportions are equal ratios, and unit rates are crucial. So sing along to this video.
Math class here's baby. If I was just another rational number on the board, would you tell me if it's irrational? No, for sure. Rational numbers are fractions or an integer. They have a pattern it's far from you to ignore. A mixed number isn't an integer and a proper fraction. Let's talk about fractions. Now let's take some action. The use to show part of the whole. How it divides the number. That's the goal. The numerator on the top says how much you got. The denominator on the bottom pieces of the lot. Every day there are fractions in which you use. Dividing pizza into slices when you eat your food.
Let's study ratios to compare values you should know. Fraction is how it is shown. Fractions are part of the whole, and proportions are equal ratios, and unit rates are crucial. So sing along to this video.
If I wrote a ratio, would you know what it means? It's written as a fraction or a colon in between, or in between the numbers can be the word to. Need to know they compare different values. Proportion is when two ratios are equivalent. For example, 1/2 equals 5/10. A unit rates a ratio of two measurements. The second term is one of what values present. If 10 miles in 2 hours was a runner's pace, 5 miles per hour would be the unit rate. Proportion unit rates are ratios too. Every single data put into use by you.
Let's study ratios to compare values you should know. Fraction is how it is shown. Fractions are part of the whole, and proportions are equal ratios, and unit rates are crucial. So sing along to this video. Sing along to this video. I only hope that you can expand your mind.
Expand your mind.
Cause every day there's ratios you can find.
You can find them.
So listen closely if you could be so kind.
Listen up now.
Thought math was hard, but you can't leave that behind. Let's study ratios to compare values you should know. Fraction is how it is shown. Fractions are part of the whole, and proportions are equal ratios, and unit rates are crucial. So sing along to this video. Sing along to this video.
I think the combination was really magical. I loved it. Thank you. Tashvi, can you answer 11 into 75?
That's an easy one. I can solve it in 2 minutes.
Well, that's the motto here. We need to calculate it even faster. So here I call upon the students of class 7 to teach us some tricks of the trade.
Hello
Kona
everyone. I hope you know maths.
about Vedic maths
Then
because
fun.
we're gonna discuss some tips and tricks about Vedic maths. So let's start, shall we? Vedic mathematics is a collection of techniques or sutras in Hindi to
to solve mathematics, easy and fast ways. There are 16 sutras. So let us learn some of them. Multiplying any number by 11. Let us suppose that we have to multiply 32 into 11. So the first step will be separating the two numbers. Then we will take out the sum of 3 and 2, which is 5, and putting it in between. 352. 352 is our answer. Let us take another doubt to clear all your doubts. Next example, 85 into 11. First we will separate the digits, then we will take out the sum, which is 13, then put it in between. As 13 is a two-digit number, we will carry over 1 to 8, which will become 9. 935 is our answer. Now let us move on to the next trick. Base multiplication. Base multiplication helps us in multiplying numbers that are close to bases like 10, 100 and even 1000, etc. Let us suppose we have to multiply 6 and 8. As 6 and 8 are both close to 10, the base is 10. 6 is 4 less than 10 and 8 is 2 less than 10. We will make the diagram which we can see on the left. First, we will add 6 and minus 2, which will become 4. Or we can also add 8 and minus 4, which will also become 4 only. Then the second step is to multiplying 4 and 2, which will become 8. And after concatenating them, the answer will be 48. Now let us take bigger bases to clear all your doubts. Now we will take the base as 100. The example is 102 into 107. 102 is 2 more than 100 and 107 is 7 more than 100. First, we will add 102 and 7, which will become 109, or we can also add 107 and 2, which will also become 109 only. Then the second step, multiplying 2 and 7, which will become 14, and the last step, concatenating them, the answer will be 10,914. Now let us take the biggest base as 1000. Now the example here is 1005 into 1003. 1005 is 5 more than 1000 and 1003 is 3 more than 1000. First we will add 1005 and 3, which will become 1008. Second step, multiplying 5 and 3, which will become 15. And last, concatenating them will be the answer as 10,08,015. Such a big answer, and we have the answer in mere seconds. Let us move on to the last trick. Finding the square of any two-digit numbers. I have a lot of problem in finding the square of any two-digit numbers. This trick helped me a lot, so I will tell you it to you also. So the steps to find the square of two-digit numbers is take each step and take each digit and square it, then concatenate both the numbers. If one square is less than 10, we add 0 as the placeholder. Second, we take the two digits and multiply them by 2, add a 0 at the last. Last step, we have to add both the answers of step 1 and step 2. Suppose we have to find the square of 56. First, we will separate the digits 5 and 6. Then we will take out the square, which is 25 and 36. Concatenating will get 2536. Now we will multiply 6 and 5, which will be 30. Multiplying by 2, which will be 60. And adding a 0 at the last will be 600. Now we will add the answers of step 1 and step 2, which is 2536 plus 600.
And there you have it. That's the answer. 3136 is the square of 56. Thank you for having with us. I hope you learned a lot of tips and tricks about basic maths. Thank you.
That's tricky. Now it is so easy for us to solve multiplication problems. Now that we have seen a plethora of presentation and programs, we have come to the conclusive juncture of blending math and art. I'm quite sure it is going to turn heads here.
Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Gupta and I study in 8C. Today, I will brief you about mandala art and its connection to mathematics. I will also show you a tutorial on it. It is a very famous mathematical art. Mandalas are geometric configuration of symbols. It can be used in various traditions. Mandalas may be employed for focusing attention, as a spiritual tool, and as an aid to meditation.
Mandalas translate complex mathematical expressions into simple shapes and forms. They show how the basic patterns governing the evolution of life work out the most beautiful results. The circle symbolizes the womb of creation, and the mandalas are geometric designs that are made through uniform divisions of the circle, which is followed by various patterns drawn in them. By making the mandalas, students practice measuring and work on deciphering the radius, diameter, and circumference of circles which they draw using their compasses, while creating a unique symmetrical design. Each mandala has a different meaning and is unique to the artist who has designed it. Mandalas can be spiritual or symbolic. This fun project allows students to express their creativity and individuality while incorporating their own design ideas.
I'm going to tell you some things about tangram. So first, let's start with how to make a tangram. Each tangram consists of 5 triangles, 1 square and a parallelogram. The tangram is a flat puzzle with 7 shaped pieces which when put together correctly create a large square. The tangram rules are that you must use all the 7 shapes and the shapes must not overlap to create a figure. It is believed that the tangram was invented in China between 960 to 1279 AD. They can be used to develop problem-solving skills, logical thinking skills, creativity, and mathematical concepts such as geometry, symmetry, area and perimeter, and congruency.
The next you're seeing is a pattern. A pattern is an arrangement of lines or shape, especially design, in which the same is repeated at regular intervals over a surface. A pattern is a series or sequence that repeats. Now let's learn how to draw a pattern. We see patterns in our daily life. For example, many shells are beautifully arranged. Spider webs are a wonder of the natural world. Bees are among the best builders on the planet. The inside of many fruits are a joy to behold. Many of the beautiful animals in nature can take our breath away because of their symmetry and neatly organized patterns. The leaves of many plants have beauty and predictable patterns. Many flower petals have obvious beauty. It is easy to be almost hypnotized by the beauty and order of some plants.
Hello everyone, my name is Kami Singh and I study in class 8C. Today we're going to talk about fraction art. Now what is fraction art? Fraction art gives us a clear concept about a whole part and also a fun way for students practicing fraction as a whole part. Fraction simply tells us how many parts of a whole we have. Thank you.
That was superb. We enjoyed it. Before anything else, let me ask you a rapid fire round of 3 questions. Are you ready, Tashvi?
I'm more than ready.
Then let's begin. Why do plants hate math? Okay, let me repeat. Why do plants hate math?
You tell.
Because you give them square roots. I'm sure you'll get this one now. Why are math books so darn depressing? Come on, Tashvi.
I don't know that.
Because they are literally filled with problems. Don't worry, you'll get this one. Why does algebra make you a better dancer? Okay, let me repeat. Why does algebra make you a better dancer? Come on, Tash, you're a dancer.
But that's difficult.
Because you can use algorithm.
That was too good. I'm sure the audience have taken a note of it too.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
On an ending note, we have achieved so much in the time. We have been here, gained a lot ourselves too. This event is finished, of course, but it doesn't really stop here. And it'll soon be time to be thinking about organizing the next one.
As we draw the curtains down, we wish you the new year 2021 added with the auspiciousness of one to the bygone year of 2020 brings luck, happiness and prosperity to all. With this new counting of positive promises, see you soon. Thank you.
We now close the event and request the audience to stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे